Hey guys, I wanted to give you a rundown of how I keep track of follow-ups specifically leading up to a challenge group because I always find that the week leading up to a challenge group is the busiest week of my month. So having a system to kind of make it less overwhelming is very helpful. So one of the things I do when I post things, it's kind of hard to keep track of where I've posted ads, what I've posted. Like sometimes I post on my personal profile, sometimes I post on my health and fitness page, sometimes I post a video, sometimes it's a picture, sometimes it's Facebook Live, sometimes it's on my Instagram. So what I do is as I make posts about the group, I will write down what each of the posts are. So this was a picture of me doing Shift Shop, Chris Downing video, Facebook Live about Shift Shop, preview video of some of the workout moves, a post on my health and fitness page. And then underneath that, I make a list of everyone who liked the post or commented on it. So then what I do is it's really helpful for me to keep track of who I reached out and messaged. As you guys, as most of you know, I message every single person who likes or comments on my post. So even if they just like it, I reach out and ask them if they have any goals, if they were interested, if they were just showing support, and just let them know I appreciate that. And even if they were just showing support, I'll usually say, well, what are your current goals? And sometimes that gets a conversation started and opens up even more that they might be interested, that they maybe didn't even realize they were interested in. So that's kind of how I do it. So it's also helpful that as the week goes on, and I've posted a lot about the upcoming group, and like I said, sometimes that's on multiple different social media platforms, it's helpful because the day before a group or the weekend before a group starts, I can go back through all of those posts and open them up and make sure there weren't any new people that liked it. So for example, I opened up my health and fitness page, and there was some new likes that I hadn't captured. So I could see the names that were already on there of people that liked it. And then I saw there were some new names. So I knew I'd have to reach out to them, and I put a little check mark next to their name once I've messaged them. So that is the overview of how I keep track of messaging and follow-ups and invites to challenge groups. I think the challenge groups are the most valuable thing we have to offer because that's exactly what starts all of these conversations. And if nothing else, it's getting the conversation going. It's building that relationship. Even if they're not interested, at least they'll know better what I'm doing and what I have to offer, and they can tell their friends or make referrals. So other than that, I do have systems where I keep track of people I message. These are new invites. These are follow-ups. These are just other messages. I also have a memory jogger of new people I've messaged and just a little note about what we talked about. Full notes on people I've had conversations with, I keep in a Google Doc. That way, if we're sending messages back and forth, I can just copy and paste the important parts into that Google Doc, and that way I have a reference of all the important things we've talked about all in one spot. And then I can search the Google Doc if I need to pull up a name really quickly or something like that. So that's kind of my overall system. But I think at least for me, having a computerized version of the details is helpful, but having something quick that I can look at to jog my memory of the conversations I've had is really, really useful in keeping me on top of making sure I'm actually following up, making sure I'm actually inviting to the groups, and making sure I'm taking advantage of all these new conversations I could have. And it just makes everything less overwhelming. I tend to get overwhelmed very easily. So having something laid out in here that shows me these were my posts, this is who liked them, and I can put a check mark after I've messaged each person, just makes it a lot more manageable. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions on that, of course, let me know. See you guys.